Dear students, in lifestyle diseases and prevention subject, today we are going to see a new topic called dementia. Already we have discussed a topic which is almost similar to dementia is Alzheimer's disease. The most of the informations what we have discussed in Alzheimer's disease, that includes the major causes, effects, symptoms, preventive measures, diagnosis, treatment options are exactly similar to that of dementia. So, in this topic, we are going to discuss some key facts which are exclusive for dementia, because dementia is a common term which includes all the types of dementia. But Alzheimer's disease is said to be a type of dementia. So, in this topic, we will discuss the informations which is not related to Alzheimer's dementia. Because we have already discussed the different types of dementias like Alzheimer's dementia, vascular dementia, Lewy bodies dementia, other dementias. So, we will discuss now the general informations about dementia. Dementia is a syndrome in which there is deterioration in memory, thinking, behavior, and the ability to perform everyday activities. Although dementia mainly affects older people, it is not a normal part of aging. Worldwide, around 50 million people have dementia. There are nearly 10 million new cases every year. Alzheimer's disease is the most common form of dementia and may contribute to 60 to 70% of the total diagnostic cases of dementia. Dementia is one of the major causes of disability and dependency among older people worldwide. Dementia has a physical, psychological, social, and economic impact not only on people with dementia but also on their carers, families, and society at large. Dementia is a syndrome usually of a chronic or progressive nature in which there is deterioration in cognitive function, that is, the ability to process thought beyond what might be expected from normal aging. It affects memory, thinking, orientation, comprehension, calculation, learning capacity, language, and judgment. Consciousness is not affected. The impairment in cognitive function is commonly accompanied and occasionally preceded by deterioration in emotional control, social behavior, or motivation. Dementia results from a variety of diseases and injuries that primarily or secondarily affect the brain, such as the Alzheimer's disease or stroke. Dementia is one of the major causes of disability and dependency among older people worldwide. It can be overwhelming not only for the people who have it but also for their carers and families. There is often a lack of awareness and understanding of dementia, resulting in stigmatization and barriers to diagnosis and care. The impact of dementia on carers, family, and society at large can be physical, psychological, social, and economic. What are all the major signs and symptoms that has been characterized for dementia? Dementia affects each person in a different way, depending upon the impact of the disease and the person's ability before becoming ill. The signs and symptoms linked to dementia can be understood in 3 stages: early stage, middle stage, and late stage. First, we will discuss about the early stage. The early stage of dementia is often overlooked because the onset is gradual. Common symptoms for early stage of dementia includes forgetfulness, losing track of the time, becoming lost in familiar places. Second one, the middle stage of dementia. As dementia progresses to the middle stage, the signs and symptoms become clearer and more restricting. That includes becoming forgetful of recent events and the people's names. The individuals may forget the name of their family members, friends, neighbors, relatives, etc. Even they fail in most of the times to remember the recent memories like beautiful events like marriage, birthday celebrations, anniversaries, etc. They feel like becoming lost at home, having increasing difficulty with communication, needing help with personal care, experiencing behavior changes including wandering and repeated questioning. The last stage of dementia. The last stage of dementia is one of near total dependence and total inactivity. Memory disturbances are serious and the physical signs and symptoms become more obvious. The symptoms of last stage of dementia includes becoming unaware of the time and place, having difficulty recognizing relatives and friends, having an increasing need for assisted self-care, having difficulty to do day-to-day activities like walking, bathing, wearing clothes, etc. Experiencing behavior changes that may escalate and include aggression. They almost will have the problem of mood swings. Sometimes they may react like reserved and sometimes they may react like hypertense individuals. Common forms of dementia. There are many different forms of dementia. Alzheimer's disease is the most common form and may contribute around 60 to 70% of the total cases. Other major forms include vascular dementia, dementia with Lewy bodies, that is abnormal aggregates of protein that develop inside nerve cells. We can witness it in Alzheimer's disease where we can see the nerve tangled fragiles which has happened inside the nerve cells. That is an example for Lewy bodies. And a group of diseases that contribute to frontotemporal dementia, that is degeneration of the frontal lobe of the brain. The boundaries between different forms of dementia are indistinct and mixed forms often coexist. Rates of dementia. Worldwide, around 50 million people have the problem of dementia, with nearly 60% living in low and middle income countries. Every year, there are around nearly 10 million new cases has been recorded. The estimated proportion of the general population aged 60 and over with dementia at a given time is between 5 to 8%. The total number of people with dementia is projected to reach 82 million in 2030 and 152 million in the year 2050. Much of this increase is attributable to the rising numbers of people with dementia living in low and middle income countries. What are all the major treatment and management factors that has been characterized for dementia? There is no specific treatment is currently available to cure dementia or to alter its progressive course. Numerous new treatments are being investigated or under investigation in various stages of clinical trials. However, much can be offered to support and improve the lives of people with dementia and their carers and families. The principal goals for dementia care are early diagnosis in order to promote early and optimal management, optimizing physical health, cognition, activity, and well-being, identifying and treating accompanying physical illness, detecting and treating challenging behavioral and psychological symptoms, providing information and long-term support to carers. Risk factors and preventive measures. Although age is the strongest known risk factor for dementia, it is not an inevitable consequence of aging. Further, dementia does not exclusively affect older people. Young onset dementia, defined as the onset of symptoms before the age of 65 years, accounts for up to 90% of the total cases of dementia. So, it may affect any individual of any age, not only 65 and above. And recent studies show that people can reduce their risk of dementia by getting regular exercise, not smoking, avoiding harmful use of alcohol, controlling their body weight, eating a healthy diet, and maintaining healthy blood pressure, blood cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. Additional risk factors include depression, low educational attainment, social isolation, and cognitive inactivity. That's all about the informations related to dementia. Students, so far we have discussed the general factual informations about what is dementia, and we have discussed what are all the major signs and symptoms identified for dementia for the easy distinctiveness from the other complicated diseases like Alzheimer's disease. What are all the different stages of dementia, like early stage, middle stage, and late stage of dementia? And even we have discussed the common forms of dementia that includes Alzheimer's disease, Lewy body dementia, vascular dementia, etc. And we have discussed the rates of dementia, that is how far the disease is being spread over the countries universally. And finally, we have discussed the available treatment, prevention, and management practices for the dementia. Please you prepare according to this flow for your university examinations. I have already shared the material for your reference in the Google Drive. Please go through it, and if you have any further clarifications, you can contact me. We will discuss a new topic in the next session with the detailed informations. Thank you so much.